After you've had a chance to put all that information on the back of your receipt, what do you do with that receipt? My name is Paul Vasquez with Tax Lab. We help people save tens of thousands of dollars in taxes, and you can too. So if you go through the past posts, you'll find me, I gave a little demonstration, an example of how to manage a receipt. So what happens when you get a receipt? What should you do next? And we talked about filling out and using the back of that receipt to help clarify some of the data on the front, because we know a lot of times these receipts can fade over time, and having more substantial ink as well as being able to kind of summarize what's on that receipt on the back of it can be helpful. Now, I suggested that a method at that point to save that receipt for later might be using envelopes. So here is an envelope. This is just an envelope for a bill that I was sent. Now I submit my bills online. So I have a bunch of these little envelopes floating around with somebody else's data on there. What I can use these for receipt management. So what I like to do is actually label this envelope to help me manage the receipts. So I'm going to use this envelope for 2025 receipts. On top of that, this envelope is probably a little bit small to hold all my receipts for 2025. So I'm going to designate this as the January envelope, where I put all my January receipts for 2025. Now, I have here down to what business or account I want these receipts to be in here for. So I'm doing 2025 January Tax Lab receipts should be found in this envelope, or I can put them in this envelope. Now, if I had some further designations, let's say I was using this for a particular vehicle. Let's say I was doing the actual costs and not mileage, and I needed to track out of all the vehicles I have which vehicle this is for. So then I might designate this as for a particular vehicle at that point, all right? And I might put that in the next column there. I guess I could have used a V for vehicle, right? So I might designate that a particular vehicle. So the white truck, or the white GMC, or the 2005 GMC vehicle, or what have you. So I can put there this. And then, right, the fun thing about this is then I can put this in my vehicle if this is for vehicle-related receipts for the month. So I put this in the vehicle for the month, and then each month I can swap out for a new folder. This folder can then be taken to my bookkeeper if I've hired one, or if I have an in-house one, or I can put this inside the house so now I don't have a whole bunch of envelopes littering up the car, because then I want to take these and actually put them into my bookkeeping systems. And this is just the envelope method of doing it. Now, let me give you a bonus. Okay, so here is a bonus. Now, once you get done with this for the month, what you should do is open up your envelope and count all your receipts. You're going to count all your receipts, and then what you can do is up here, put the date that you counted them. So as of January, today's the 31st, 2025, there's 0 receipts. You might have 100 receipts in here or what have you. But as of that date, you count the number of receipts that are in there. Now, if you want one more bonus, stick around a little bit longer. Well, just to iterate what this is for, this is so that way you can keep track of how many receipts are in there. So let's say you count that real quickly and you have 100 receipts. But then when you're going through those receipts, you may find out that 2 of those were for the wrong vehicle, the wrong month, or what have you. Now you can update this record. So you would put in the new date that you made a change to the number of receipts that were in this, right? So now you have a log of when a change happened in there. And so you can keep that log going as you review or change around the receipts and where you might be able to find them. There's another bonus coming, just hold on. So the other bonus is this. What you can do after that is when you're processing these receipts, what you might want to do is to create a document inventory list. Just like you're doing an inventory when you pack a box, you have a sheet that lists everything that's in that box. You can do the same with the document inventory list. And you can stick that inside this folder and in this envelope, or you can do like a 3-ring binder, poke holes in it, and paperclip or staple this envelope to that document inventory list. And then you can update that document inventory list as you go. And I'll show you that on a later post. I'll show you a little bit more about the document inventory list and how that can help you keep track of things. Yes, this is like high level, so to speak, or high intensity receipt management. This is not for the faint of heart, but this method allows you to track back in time questions, concerns. It really solidifies and gives you a very solid method of managing your receipts. If you want us to do this for you, it can be a costly endeavor. However, if it's worth it to you and you want some assistance with these processes, you can check us out at lab.tax. Click on advisory services. We'll do a free 15-minute interview to kind of see if our services are a good fit for you. Otherwise, subscribe here or any of the other channels you might find this on, so that way you can be up to date on any additional little free educations that I'm giving out here to kind of help you guys reach that level where it makes sense for you to pay somebody else to do this for you. I wish you guys all the success.